2013 Subaru Impreza. So let's go take a look and see what we got going on. All right, so here's the 2013 Subaru Impreza 2.0i hatchback. Like I said, we're going to be doing the CVT fluid today. This is going to be the first attempt of doing a CVT fluid on this particular vehicle. And I have a bunch of stuff over here, tools. I have the Subaru, certified CVTF II. This is the stuff that this vehicle is supposed to use, according to the Subaru dealer that I purchased it from. Anyway, I got a bunch of different things out here. Like I said, I've never done the CVT fluid service on this particular vehicle, so I just brought out some things that I think I might need. And I also printed up something from the Subaru FSM. It doesn't really seem to be too helpful. A lot of factory service stuff, it's just good for specs and stuff like that, but it's not really like a Haynes manual. Not that this is a difficult service or anything. You're just draining and refilling the fluid more or less. All right, so let me crawl up under this thing and jump into it. All right, so now I'm underneath the car, and I had it on ramps. I also had to jack it up. I like to use ramps because they're safer, but anyway, I had to jack it up because it's a tight fit. These cars are low to the ground. But anyway, this is the drain plug on the transmission pan right here. Okay, right in front of it, you'll see that the differential, and that's the differential plug right there. And it says differential oil, and you can see that it's a Torx fitting to remove that plug. So obviously you don't want to touch that. So anyway, I'm gonna move down a little bit more, and right here on the side you'll see there's a fill plug, which we're gonna, obviously and not so obvious, we're gonna remove this first for various reasons, but I like to remove it first just to make sure that I can get it off, because I don't want to drain it first and then I can't refill it back, right? So, and then you can also check, if you're don't want to do a service and you just want to check the oil, obviously you're just going to take the fill plug off. And it's right next to these two plugs right over here. This is on the driver's side of a USDM Subaru Impreza. I'm not sure, but I think the JDM might have it on the other side. I just didn't want to confuse it. This is a 2013 USDM. All right, so that's the fill plug, and right on the bottom of the pan is the drain plug. All right, so let me just grab what I need and we'll remove the fill plug. All right, what's going on again? Anyway, I had to use an 8mm hex bit socket. It was making me a little nervous because it didn't want to, I went and got a 3/8 breaker bar that I had. It extends, because I didn't want to use a 1/2-inch breaker bar with a reducer, and these 8mm sockets, hex bit sockets, are 3/8 drive. So I have 3 different sets of these hex bit sockets, and I went and found the one that I have that's from Toyota, made in Japan. And since this is a Japanese vehicle, this one fit perfectly, because the other set that I have made me a little nervous that I might strip it out. So anyway, just be careful. All right, I'm just going to unscrew this by hand now and check it. So just give me a second. All right, so now I got the car leveled up. I cracked loose the fill plug. I just screwed it back on temporarily while I was jacking the car up. You gotta get the car level. It sucks doing it in your driveway without a lift or quick jacks or whatever. But anyway, you can see I got all 4 corners up. It's about as level as I think I'm gonna get it in my driveway. So anyway, now we're gonna remove the drain plug, which is right here. Okay, so just give me a second. All right, the drain plug is a 14 mil. I'm just going to use one of my snap-on wrenches here, combo wrenches here. All right, it's loose. I had already cracked it loose just before I. Okay. Alright, I need to turn it a little bit more with this. It's not. There we go. Okay. Alright. What do we got going on here? Oh. Okay. What is that? It looks like someone put some Teflon tape on this. I wonder why. Oh, crush washer, I guess. Yeah, great. Yeah, looks like they didn't have a crush washer. All right, I gotta pause this because it's just draining now, so I'll be right back. All right, sorry about the screen. I had to set it like that so I could set it underneath the car like this. But anyway, I'm tightening the drain plug to it's technically 22.9 foot-pounds. So I just have it on 23. It's the same thing. Anyway, so I already just hand tightened it, and there we go, 23 foot-pounds. Now, we are not the original owners of this vehicle. I found there was no crush washer in here. They actually using Teflon tape. I hope that's not an issue. You know, I hope it wasn't leaking. But I mean, they didn't put a crush washer, so that could be possibly why it was seeping. I mean, it wasn't leaking on us, so I hope that this is not an issue when I start filling it. Hopefully we're good. All right, so next I'm gonna take off the fill plug, and then I'm gonna go grab the pump and start filling her back up. All right, it should take about 5 quarts. I have a pitcher to measure everything, so just let me get that, and I'll be right back with that. All right. All right, what I'm doing here now is I'm transferring the CTV oil from the container into the CVT transmission. All right, I have a container over here. All right, I have a pitcher, and there we go. There's the fill plug up there. I'm doing about 3 quarts right now. I'm gonna have to, you know, fill it again with another 3 quarts, about maybe 2.5. We'll see. I got about 5.5 out, I believe. It's about approximately. So sounds about right. Excuse me. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys can't see that good. I tried. It's a tight squeeze laying on the ground. If you guys could see that. All right. I have to go grab 3 more quarts, so I'm just going to pause it. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's try to fill it the rest of the way here. I just checked the engine temperature on my scanner. It's reading 116, which is right about where you want to be. All right. I think the hose moved inside my pitcher here. There it is. All right. I need it it needs to be at the bottom. It was sucking air. Okay. I put about 3 quarts or so back in. What's the issue here? I hope I don't have a kink in the line here. These things, they curl up when you store them. Come on. What's going on here? I'm having an issue here. Okay, it's like sucking up right at the bottom. Oh. Well, you know what? Duh. I might want to remove the... That's stupid, though. Blanquito es estúpido. I forgot to take the little plug that I use for the the vacuum pump, or the transfer pump. I put little caps on the hoses so they don't dribble all over the place. Anyway, here we go. I'm like, hey, it's not working. What did I do? Something broke. I broke it. Anyway, I'm gonna finish transferring the rest of this in. I hope you guys got the idea here. It's a little annoying. I do miss the old regular, 4-speed, 5-speed, fill with the dipstick, and you fill out the dipstick. It's a little bit easier. But anyway, I'm gonna finish filling this up, and then, and then I'll come right back. I'm not gonna close anything. I'll do that on camera. All right. All right, guys. Now I'm at the point where I am going to torque down. I'm going to torque down the plug. All right, the fill plug for this CVT transmission. All right, let me just get this in here. If I can get my hands over here. Damn it. Everything's in the way. Oh, jeez. It sucks doing this in the, laying down. You get spoiled when you work at a shop or a dealership or whatever. All right. There it goes. All right. Let's get this thing off. Okay. Alright, that was, I believe it was 36 foot-pounds. I'll double check again. I think it was 36.9 foot-pounds. Anyway, let me just spray a little brake cleaner on there, just a little bit. Clean up that little area right here. Make sure everything is copacetic. Alright, and about 6 quarts went in, so, pretty good. That's about what it came out. Like I said, about 5.5 or so. That's about what went in. So, perfect as far as I'm concerned. I had to, obviously turn the car on to get it, up to temperature. The FSM said, I believe it was 116 was the temperature you were looking to get it up to. So, I was it had cooled down, around, it was about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I started it up so I could fill it the rest of the way. Right. Okay. I'll wipe it off. I'll wipe off any residue. This is mostly just brake cleaner now. It's got this piece of insulation over here. I had to just move it a little bit. It's getting a little, a little dry. A little crumbly. You just gotta be careful. You don't want to get any of that inside the transmission. All right. And if we look over here at the plug, let me open up the camera. I hate the screen like this, Alright. I torqued down the fill plug. And I torqued down the drain plug earlier. The drain plug looks dry. Let me just grab the flashlight right on there so you guys could see. Okay, that's the drain plug. I actually found a good crush washer for it. Luckily, because when I took this drain plug off, some schmuck used Teflon tape. It also looked like at some point someone put RTV on it too. If you can see that, I peeled off whatever was there, and I guess they couldn't afford a crush washer, right? Anyway, and that was the drain plug was torqued down to 23 foot-pounds, and this was torqued down to, I think it was 36.9. I have the FSM sheets printed up, so I'll just reference that again in a minute. All right, so just give me a second here. Alrighty, so let's reference these copies I made of the FSM. I usually make copies because it's just easier. I don't want to have to keep checking, my laptop or my phone. So anyway, all right. Installing the filler plug. It says 50 Nm and 36.9 foot-pounds. And the drain plug should be on the next page, I believe. All right, and that's the drain plug right there, 31 nm or 22.9. I just did it to 23 because my torque wrench doesn't have 0.9. I can't do it like that. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, and that's it, you know. I'm just gonna move the shifter around in a second. I just want to clean up a little bit, and then I'm gonna shift it around and take it for a ride. All right, so just give me a minute. All right, what up? I just took the Impreza Hatchback, 2013 Impreza Hatchback, for a quick test ride at the CVT service. Feels like she's driving great. I really don't have any complaints. I believe I'm gonna have to do some real wheel bearings on these cars. We all know the Subarus are notorious, the Imprezas and the WRXs are notorious for rear wheel bearings, and fronts too, but especially the rear. So I can hear it growling a little bit when you get up about 30, 40 miles an hour. So I'm gonna have to do those. I'll probably just do both the backs and call it a day. And I'm also gonna do the front rear differential. I didn't do it today. Kind of ran out of time, but I didn't have enough differential fluid. I only had one bottle of differential fluid for these cars, so I'll do that next time. But other than that, the car's driving great. It's a beautiful car. I think we were at a pretty good deal, and my daughter's really happy with the car. So let me take off. I got a little get together going on, so I'm gonna call it a night. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys checking in, and I'll check you guys out next time, alright? Peace out, man.